Hello, here we are with an unboxing and hands-on with the Lenovo K5. This is a dual SIM Android handset that comes into sort of the budget end of the scale, but it's pretty impressive for what you actually get here. So this is the retail packaging for the Lenovo K5. It's not the most exciting packaging, but it's functional nonetheless. Gives you a little rundown of some of the specifications and features of the device. So Snapdragon octa-core processor inside. It's got Dolby Atmos enabled dual speakers, premium aluminium casing, Android. We've got the 415 octa-core processor in there, a 5-inch 1280 by 720 IPS display, 2 GB of RAM, 16 GB of internal storage, micro SD card, 13 megapixel rear camera with autofocus and LED flash, 5 megapixel front facing camera, 2750 milliamp hour interchangeable battery, dual SIM card, micro SIM card with LTE connectivity. And of course, Lenovo are owned by Motorola. So there we have it. Let's take a look then at what you get in the box. So if we pop this open, we are presented first of all with the device itself, and we have the grey black color option here, but there is also a white and silver. Now fitted out of the box is a case. Let's just pop that off and we'll come back to the device in a moment. So it's just a clear case with cutouts for all the main ports and controls. Fairly slim. It's going to provide basic level of protection. You do have the Lenovo logo etched into the case there. It also comes provided with a screen protector, a nice addition. The price of this handset is £149 including VAT at the time of recording, so it's a fairly cheap handset in comparison to a lot of devices on the market today, but more expensive than some. We've got a quick start guide, limited warranty, and more information about using the handset. We're then presented with the user removable battery. It's a 2750 milliamp hour battery. Quite unusual to see removable batteries nowadays. We then have a white coloured 3-pin UK mains adapter that offers 1.5 amps of output, and it's got a USB connector on the bottom there for charging the device with. So this is white with the grey phone. We then have packaged up here a standard USB to micro USB cable. That's in white, so that connects to the charger to actually charge the handset, or indeed you can use it to connect to a computer. And then lastly, we have a set of in-ear headphones. They are white in colour again. 3.5mm jack on these to marry up with the device. You do have an inline microphone as well, so you can use these for hands-free calling. Okay, so let's take a little bit of a closer look at the device then. So we do have a protector fitted to the screen that runs down some of the key features again on this device. Let's pull this off. And before we show you the screen, let's pop open the back cover and insert the battery so that we can get this powered up and show you the handset working. So the back cover comes off completely like so, and then inside we have a large cavity for the battery, and you can see here that we have SIM card slot 1 and SIM card slot 2, as well as the micro SD card slot. So a dual SIM handset, which is increasingly popular nowadays. Now the Lenovo K5 kind of goes up with the Wiley Fox Swift that has become well known for its £130 price point, and at £150 the K5 is certainly within its territory and one to watch out for. So on the front here then we do have the 5-inch HD display with 294 pixels per inch. At the front we have the earpiece, we have the front facing 5 megapixel camera. We do have capacitive buttons down the bottom of the device here, back, home and running apps key. On the base of the device we have nothing but the microphone. On the left hand side of the device it's completely flush. On the top of the device we have 3.5mm headphone jack, and we actually have the micro USB port on the top for charging and data transfer. Personally, this is not my preferred location for a charging port, but there are quite a few phones on the market that actually have the micro USB port up here. On the right side of the device we then have the volume up and down key and the power button, and then right down in the corner we have a recess for removing the back panel. If we flip the phone over, it's up in the top left corner. We have the rear-facing 13 megapixel camera, which is capable of 1080p full HD video recording. We've got an LED flash, and then we have a microphone again. We've got the Lenovo branding, we've got the Dolby branding, and then we've got 2 rear speaker grills here for audio. Now this is an aluminium casing. It's fairly thin aluminium and doesn't feel as sort of heavy and durable as you expect it might for an aluminium device, but it gives a touch of class, and for £149 it's pretty good all told. So whilst this handset continues to boot up, let me give you a little bit more information. It's got 2 gigabytes of RAM under here, and it's got 16 gigabytes of internal storage. It's obviously got 4G as well. It's got Bluetooth. It's 8mm thick and weighs in at 142 grams and comes with a 12-month warranty. So I have to say that's pretty impressive for what you get. Now, where it'll really show whether it's worth its money is in the full review and the performance, which will be detailing in the full review on blog.clove.co.uk and on youtube.com/Clove Technology. So you can be sure to check that out. It's got stiff competition at this price point, so the Wiley Fox Swift, as I mentioned, as well as the Motorola Moto G. But I think the Lenovo brings something different. It's dual SIM. Fairly good specification. It's got this aluminium casing that gives it a little bit more of a premium feel over and above the likes of the Wiley Fox or even the Motorola. So let's quickly run through the setup here. Okay, so with the phone now booted, let's take a look at the handset in a little bit more detail. So the first thing I notice here that the app drawer has gone. It's all been set up so that you can add apps and widgets and folders to your home screen. So if you're used to the app drawer, that's going to be different here on the Lenovo K5. You've got folders with all your standard sort of Google services because this is an Android 5 device, but expect to see updates coming to it in the near future. You've got a theme center whereby you can actually customize how your device looks, so be that the wallpapers and icons and things like that, to make it a little bit more personal to you. We've got the camera here, so it's the 13 megapixel rear facing camera. You've got the 5 megapixel front facing camera. You can record video at 1080p. There you've got the ability to control some settings, so you've got HDR, flash, switching between cameras. You've got further settings here including shutter sound, store location. You can even change the duration as well as the quality, so how long it can actually record for, where there's stabilization on or off. Doesn't look like there's much in the control of kind of white balance or anything like that. You've got some effects here, so if you're sort of into your photography on the go, then this isn't going to be the most advanced camera for you. You obviously got access to the Play Store. You've got the phone dialer because after all this is a phone. Now we must mention, because this is a dual SIM handset, in the settings for the device there's a SIM management option. Now we haven't got 2 SIM cards inserted. We haven't got any SIMs in this device at the moment, but when you do, you'll have options to control the SIM cards and what they actually do. From there, you've got some other additions here from Lenovo to add features, you know, their own customizations on the theme. You've got McAfee security. You've got the Dolby Atmos here for the audio, so you can actually, let's have a little demo. You're picking that up. I'm getting sort of jungle sounds. I've actually got to say, for a £150 handset, that is quite impressive. It definitely sounds like it's pushing the sound out to the rear, but bearing in mind you're not going to get full Dolby kind of experience, it's all software tweaks that are really making that happen, and a couple of nice channeled out speaker grills and vents. That's not actually that bad, and probably is going to give other devices a run for the money. We'll touch on that a little bit more in the full review. You've obviously got some services on here such as an FM radio, you've got some navigation, you've got Evernote and a different browser, so some more advanced features brought to you by Lenovo here. Drop down the notification bar, you've got a whole host of settings, from switching Dolby on and off to your Wi-Fi to your Bluetooth to taking a screenshot to monitoring your data usage, vibrate, controlling your brightness. Lots of nice settings there that are easy grasp and easy to access with just a quick flick down from the top. You can then go into the full settings and get more control over things like your display, the wallpaper, your sleep time, what happens when the device is rotated, your font size, more information about the battery performance. This should easily last you through a day. You've got 16 gig of internal storage on the device, of which just over 10 is available to you out of the box. So there we have it. That's a quick unboxing and hands-on with the Lenovo K5. Be sure to check out our full review, which will be available at blog.clove.uk and youtube.com/Clove Technology very soon. Thanks for watching.